Okay, good day everyone. So welcome to the first lesson of Theory of Architecture for BS Architecture 1. Okay, so here are the detailed discussion of what is the introductory for Theory of Architecture. So here we have architecture is a visual art and the building speaks for themselves. It's like a work of art, no, but it is applied on buildings and aesthetic of structures. So the overview of this course. So for this um, series, we have the introduction, which consists of definition, origin, architecture satisfying human needs, functional, aesthetic, and psychological aspects of architectural form, site, structure, materials, services, use, circulation, expression, character, experience, formal vocabulary of architecture, Gestalt, ideas of visual perception. So for the unit 2, we have elements of architecture, point, line, plane, form, space, shape, pattern, light, color, surface, and texture. For unit 3, elements of architecture, we have sphere, cube, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and its section. For unit 4, we have elements of architecture, space. It includes enclosure, internal and external, continuous space, spatial relationship, and its type. Spatial organization, centralized linear radial clustered grid, built form, and open space relationship. For Unit 5, we have principles of architecture, the proportion, scale, balance, symmetry, asymmetry, rhythm, axis, hierarchy, datum, unity, harmony, dominance, climax, movement, circulation, building approach, entrance, configuration, form, orientation. For this lesson, we're going to be focused on Introduction, Unit 1. Okay, so as we can see here, no, we have the discipline, no, of what is the architecture field is all about. So um, as defined, no, architecture is an ability to organize, since we organize spaces, manipulate and articulate the constant and vibrant variable component parts of size, shape, and treatment. And also, architecture is a language of sequential path, place, transition, space, and relationship to site, location, and orientation. So here we can see the elements, no, that consist of what an architecture is all about. Okay? Itong nakikita nating diagram, these are the um, broad uh, scale of what an architecture is all about, no? So may kasama siyang science, no? May kasama siyang art, business, economic, psychology, etc. Okay? And under that, meron tayong much more deeper or specialized, no? Like computer aided design, building system, urban design, etc. Okay? So that is basically consist of several practices so that we can satisfy the field of architecture and become more knowledgeable about the buildings and um, planning, spacing, space organization, etc. All right. So what is the main purpose of studying architecture? So as the definition, no, earlier has stated, so architecture is also the science of designing for human comfort, or in other words, satisfying human needs. So here are some examples of uh, the sketches and the drawings of what an architecture looks like, or aesthetic behind the architecture. And on the other uh, side, no, which the diagram shows, we have here the human scale. No, this is the human scale. Later on, we will going to have a uh, try to uh, give context no on this um, model. Okay, so how does humans become satisfied no, from their needs? Okay, we have three primary needs no for humans. We have physical needs no. Those includes food, shelter, and clothing. Emotional needs, religion, art, recreation. So those are examples. And we have intellectual needs. So we need education, science, and government. So architecture no, is all about functional, no, or we should say that it we design spaces that could be used, no. So we don't practice spaces, no, that are being a dead space, no, or space that has no purpose. Architecture should be focused on functional. Okay, so the architect should have comprehensive understanding of the client's activity before beginning to design. That's why we have some interviews no, before the start of the project. Well, what are their needs? What are their special needs? And other details no, for the client. Activities are translated into list of physical requirements that may include number of users involved. So, importante yan. Malaman natin ilan ba silang titira doon sa kanyang space. No? So, that's under functionality. Human physical dimensions. Ano ba sila? What kind of um, race are there? No? So, kasi kung, as you can see, magkaiba yung dimension ng isang Pinoy kaysa sa isang American. No? Magkaiba yung kanilang uh, body dimensions. Okay? So, kailangan alam natin ang target nating client. No? Furniture plus equipment. So, that's given. No? That furniture and equipment should be included in the design. Circulation within the space, and vehicles to perform the activities. Now, maybe it needs a special equipment, especially in the commercial um, uh, 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 and other large complex projects. Okay. Um, all activities should be uh, go through the architect so that the purpose or the utilitarian purpose of the space is translated into space or into the proposal itself. So the architecture is functional, no? So we have here a an example, no, from architect Richard Rogers and Renzo Piano. They have here, no, the structure, which is the Pompidou Center. As you can see, the design is quite functional. No, design wise, no, it's still everyone has its own perception of what is a good design. But as you can see, the function of it is still there, or it imposes no, that the function is well highlighted. Okay, so that's the focus of functionality in architecture. Then we also have here no about functional then the interlace no, which is designed by Oma and Oli uh, Skirin. Okay, functionality wise, the buildings are connected to each other. Okay, you can see here the connectivity of each cluster. Another example is yes, this is the uh, aerial view or the top view of the complex, no, the interlace by Oma and Ole Schkeren. Then next is we also have implications of functionality and aesthetic. No? So here is the best example for that. The School of Art, Design and Media at Nanyang Technological University, designed by CPG Consultants. Then we also have functional wise pa din, no? As well as preserving or integrating biomimicry, and um, functional also. The Bosco Verticale, now by Stefano Borri and Giovanni Lavera and Giandre Barreca. Okay, the Bosco Verticale. All right. So next naman is architecture also possesses aesthetic. So what are the elements of this aesthetic? We have the mass, space, proportion, symmetry, balance, contrast, decoration, and massing. So how do we perceive aesthetic? So this one is purely or it shows imposingly the massing of the building. So you can see the massing here, no? It proportionates on the other side, and the one is that area is imposing a scale, no? Okay, sorry. So we have here an example from the project of architect Zaha Hadid, no, the Haydar Aliyev Center. Another example for aesthetic, the Guggenheim Museum, Bilbao, by Frank Gehry, no, architect Frank Gehry. All right. So here it imposes naman the aesthetic of a this one is a museum, no. So the concept of it is just like the crumbled, no, paper that shows aesthetic also in the whole image, no, of the building. Next naman is the Bond Finance Center by Norman Foster and Peter Wick. So this one naman is showing aesthetic through parametric or fluidity, no, of the design. Another example, Gardens by the Bay by Grant Associates and Architects, Wilscon Aire Architects, no, in Singapore. So this one is a public space, no, which shows aesthetic and architecture, no, also on its area. Next is architecture is also psychological. No, it includes psychological effect. This architecture also plays a vital role in the human mind because we have psychology of spaces. Mood and productivity affect health and well-being because you contain or you most of the time now that humans are using indoor, and it also affects the health and well-being. Expression of cultural pride, societal passion, or national esteem, space, form, and light. So physical structure has a significant effect on human behavior. This is according to Joyce in 2007. As humans find themselves spending more time enclosed with the walls of structure, it becomes valuable to design structure, integrating features of the natural environment and structural landscape features into the human-made environment. So, research suggests that the design of residential and commercial spaces has pervasive effects on its inhabitants, and it's important consideration in architectural design. And another, we also have space, form, and lights are elements are often incorporated either purposely or unconsciously for aesthetic or practical reasons, but pointedly giving people meaning or purpose in the stability of amidst an ever-changing physical universe of seeming chaos. Okay, so there are role or specific role of architecture in psychological uh, well-being, no, of the users inside the proposal or the building. So here, it shows here an example, no, from the Jewel Changi Airport by Moshi Safdi Architects. So here is it uh, imposes a very strong psychological effect, no, of water being poured, no, inside a uh, water feature. So para kang nasa loob ng isang terrarium, no, or di kaya sa isang forest, or it mimics the vibe or the feelings and emotions inside a forest. Okay, so it uh, it gives another level of experience, no, in in the psychological effect of the users. Okay, so another view of the Changi Airport. So yan ay parang mimicking also of the vibe of the forest. Okay, next we have the Google headquarters, no? So parang play den lang din siya, no, or play area, but it's still uh, being their office to become more collaborative, no, to each other. Parang it gives a impression that the works or the worker should be enjoying their work. Parang ganun. Yung gusto nilang i-impose sa ganitong psychological effect of spaces. Yan, Google headquarters. Another feature para relax, no, while working. All right. So another thing is the components and aspects of form. No? So we under this topic, no, the site, structure, material, services, use, circulation, expression, character, and experience are the main concern, no, on the components and aspect of forms. So firstly, we have the site, no. So kailangan if we are going to be um, precise, no, to our proposals. So kailangan alam natin what are the elements of the site. Kailangan natin yung geographical features, no, of the site. Okay? As stated here, so the location is a point or an area in Earth, surface, or elsewhere. No? So kung mapapansin natin, uh, ang concern natin as an architect is we should know the proper direction, or where are the prevailing winds, and where the sun sets and where the sun rises, kasi it will affect, no, how lighted or how dim is your proposal through your fenestrations, and it also allows the view, the light, and the functionality, the yun yung pinagsasabi natin kanina, yung sa psychological, may mga effect din how the building orientation is being uh, uh, arranged, no, or organized. Next is we have the structure, no? So the structure itself is the arrangement and organization of interrelated elements in a material object or system, or the object or system so organized. So here we have the another example in, I think this is the Jerkins in New York or Chicago. St. Mary's Arcs pala, sorry. No, by architect Norman Foster. Then here the structure itself, it shows superimposing designs. No, on the left side we have the Oculus by Santiago Calatrava. So this one is a public space, and the Ogden Center for Fundamental Physics at Durham University by architect Daniel Libeskind. Okay, so the structure itself has effect, no, on its users. Uh, Next element now, which is one of the important thing, no, in architecture is the material. So it used for construction processes many natural occurring substances such as clay, rocks, sand, wood, even twigs and leaves. So yun yung mga traditional or yung mga natural materials na ginagamit natin for building constructions. Apart from naturally occurring materials, many made products are in use and more and less synthetic. Now, so we have here an example by Renzo Piano, architect Renzo Piano, the Jean Marie Gibao, no, in Singapore ata ito, or I think in uh, southwest countries, no, or yeah, southwest country. Then here is another example, no, of choosing a right the right orientation and the right materials, no, for each building proposal that we have. So here on the left side, we have the Church of Light by Tadao Ando. So as the sun goes by, or as the sun rotates, no, throughout the day, there are certain effect, no, inside the building. So it superimposes the cross sign or the cross symbol, no, inside the Church of Light. Then we have the Glass House by Philip Johnson. So the glass house also has another effect, no, which is full glass yung kanyang ginamit na material. Next, we have the services. So services naman is the one that gives services to the system installed to the building to make them comfortable, functional, efficient, and safe. So under those services, we have structural, plumbing, electrical, fire safety, and maintenance. No? So kung titingnan natin dito sa example natin na makikita natin dito, most of the services or the included most of the services, I mean the pipes, the plumbing, electrical, fire safety is included in the design, no? Parang utility design approach yung ginamit sa kanya. Okay, so this one is the Pompidou Center, no, which is featured earlier in the early discussion. Next is the Lloyd's Building by Richard Rogers. So kanyang um, elevator. So it's under the services naman. So parang hindi pa siya tapos, 'di ba? Pero that's the emphasis, no, of its proposal. Parang utilitarian design approach. Then we also have Millennium Dome by Richard Rogers. Parang yung mga yung mga effect niya or the utilities itself, no, is being used as a design to have a unique look, no, that stands out among the area. Next, we also have circulation. Circulation, it refers to the way of people move through and interact with the building. Approach, no, so approach refer to the distant view. Entrance is from the outside to inside. Configuration of the path, the sequence of spaces, path space relationship, edges, nodes, and termination of the path, form of the circulation space, corridors, halls, galleries, stairways, and rooms. No? So the best example for that, for the circulation, is the Guggenheim Museum interior, no, by Frank Lloyd Wright. So the circulation is highlighted, no, inside. Okay. Next one is the expression. Expression in architecture implies clear and authentic display of the character or personality of an individual, the personality of the architect. One theory of this is the Dancing House, no? The Dancing House by Frank Gehry seems to portray a lady, no, that is dancing with the gentleman. No, parang ito yung lady with her skirt, no? And kung na-imagine niyo, ang kanyang partner is etong area na to, which is the gentleman. Okay, next is the character. So character and style of a building is based on its functional aspect, no, associated aspects, and personal aspect. So the character of some building is expressed through elements associated with certain influences. So kung nakikita natin itong Taj Mahal, no, in India, is yung character niya is royalty and power, no? Parang yan yung kanyang character, no, na pinoportray. Next is the experience, no? So experience is another form in architecture that the art is articulating a clear user story journey through a design intended by the architect. So parang brutal, ano pa siya, Gothic, no? Kung titingnan natin. So it plays a vital role on the experience of the user inside and out, no, of the building. All right. So another form naman is the gestalt, or another subtopic no under the introductory is the gestalt ideas of visual perception. Kumbaga, everyone has its own perception, right? So we have included no or utilizes the gestalt principles. So here are some example of what we are trying to portray. No, these diagrams and examples are the principles. No, set of laws arising from 1920s. No, under the psychology field. So describing how humans typically see objects by grouping similar elements, recognizing patterns, and simplify complex images. Okay, so we could also incorporate this principle, no, when we are trying to portray our designs. So the designers use these engage users via powerful yet natural tricks of perspective and best practice in design. Gestalt theory focuses on the mind's perceptive and processes. So as you can see, parang ano siya, di ba? Optical illusion, no? As well as yung mga buildings natin, structures natin, could portray that one also, no? So that is the parang ano siya, it gives more play no on the image of its building itself, and uh, depende na yon no sa user, no, parang it's up to you how you perceive the building or the structure itself. Okay, so pwedeng magkakaiba yung interpretation natin, just like this one. Para siyang wine cup, no? Or maybe it could be two faces. Okay? Kung nakikita natin. Yan. Okay, as well as this one. Um, this one, no? It could be a image of a tree, or it could be human being, no? Na parang lumilipad. Yan. Yan. Okay. So take a look, no, here in the image, no? What do you see? Okay? Pwedeng itong mga dark lines and spaces, no? Yung nakikita natin, or it could be the blank space of a triangle. This one, no? You could look. This could look like a lady, no, on a side view, but it could also look like um old lady, no, or parang kung titingnan niyo yung young lady, no, ito yung kanyang mukha. Yan. Okay. And if you're going to have another angle, yung mukhang to is yung nose ng old lady. At saka ito yung kanyang uh, mouth. No? So, parang yan yung kanyang gustong i-emphasize, no? On the just perception, visual perception. Okay, another example, no, of this pattern. Pwedeng fishes, pwedeng ano ba to? Frogs, or ano to, turtles. No? So it's up to you, no? How do you perceive things in art or in design, no? Kasi kasama yan sa architecture, no? All right. So next we have the principles of Gestalt theory. So closure, common fate, common religion, continuation, convexivity, figure ground, proximity, regularity, similarity, symmetry, and synchronicity. So sa closure naman, it refers to the complete shapes. We automatically fill in the gaps between elements and perceive complete images. So we see it as a whole. So ito yung law of closure, no? Kahit hindi man siya perfectly close, no, or perfectly shows, no, the whole image, your mind or your uh, you perceive things, no, that it resembles a certain accepted things, no, like just like this one, no, hindi naman ito yung accepted image natin for a square, no, 'di ba? So uh, an actual square or the complete square has um, four connecting sides, diba? Uh, with same dimension in all sides. Okay? Pero in the law of closure, kahit hindi natin yan kumpletuhin, our mind is automatically fill in the gaps. Parang ganun. Okay? As well as in the circle and in the triangle. Okay? Kuha? Alright. Next is the common fate. We group elements that move in the same direction. No? Kasi yun yung common fate natin. We do sometimes kahit hindi natin siya i-perceive as different things, no? But the common fate has parang ano siya, parang accepted element, no? That we group it, no? That it goes on the same direction. Okay. Next principle is the common religion. Okay. We group elements that are in the same closed region. Okay. So those are parang depending on the proximity of each other. Okay. The law of common region. Region pala, not religion, region. The law of common region. So like for example this one, no. So parang as you can see here, no, there's a common um accepted, no, na region on its area. All right. Next is proximity. No? The law of proximity is we group or we tend to group the elements that are closer together. No? Separating from those farther apart. Next is symmetry. No? Itong example natin dito sa baba is the law of proximity. No? We tend to group the elements that are closer together. Okay. Next is symmetry. We group elements that are in the same closed region. Okay. So, pag malapit siya and symmetry yung kanyang shape, no, we tend to group them. Similarity, we seek differences and similarities in an image or link in similar elements. No, similarity. Next is the flow and flow with, no, lines. So we perceive convex shapes ahead and concave ones. No, disliking uncertainty, we look for solid, stable. Unless an image in truly ambiguous, its foreground catches the eyes first. Okay. So parang ano dito kanina, no, nung just Lasl principle. Kung ano yung una mong nape-perceive, so that is your foreground or yung uh, that's how you perceive things, no. So if you can see a vase or a parang ano siya, baluster, no, so that's your perception, so there's nothing wrong with that. If you see two faces, no, um it's your perception naman, so there's nothing wrong with that also, no. So this is the best example, no, of um uh, best example of perception differences, okay, or how your eyes perceive, no, the first thing. All right. So another thing, no, is also the mapping. How do you map this one? Could lead into figure and ground perception. Yan. So here is the example of our that. So you could perceive that the roads are the main element, no, in this image, or also the buildings, no. Kung superimposing sa iyo yung black lines, so you perceive things that the roads are the main character, no, in this image. Or if you perceive that the white things are uh, first thing you notice, so that the buildings are your first priority in the image. Okay, example for that is the Champs Isis, no, in Paris, France. Okay, so here is the summary of what we are trying to do in or trying to discuss here in just Gestalt theory, no, with the architecture principle. The proximity, similarity, figure and ground, continuance, closure, and symmetry. Okay, so another example here we have um, the Nariwa Museum in Japan and the 4x4 house also in Japan. It shows here in Nariwa Museum that the figure or the ground is structures of walls and negative space creates an interesting figure, ground, and relationship. No? So parang ano siya, additive and subtractive theory, no, in each building principles, no. So the architect behind this masterpiece is architect Tadao Ando. Another thing or another example is the elements of sameness of each other. Two nearly identical buildings are placed next to each one. Okay, so ground or figure theory. Another example we have the continuance, no, by Tadao Ando also, no, Fort Worth Museum in USA. So groupings that results in a continuous of direction, reflection of the pool allows architecture structure to continue to the water. Yan. Kung nakikita ninyo, hanggang dito lang yung structure, di ba? Pero as as it reflects no during the night, parang continuous ang kanyang effect no when you perceive it no in another angle or another view. So yan, parang ganyan din no. Ah, yung reflectivity niya in the water, yung nagbibigay ng continuance no sa kanyang image. Parang playing with the elements. Another example, we have the proximity, the oval in Japan by architect Tadao Ando din. The degree of distance between sensations, no? So for this example, we have the doors are placed at different distances, far away from each other, creating a visual rhythm around the pool. Okay, so that's the another example no, of proximity. So kung mas malapit ito on each other, the proximity is imposes in this one. And another set of doors naman, no, ang proximity niya is much more um, have a distance no on each other. So the proximity is um, varies. No, the proximity varies on each element. All right. Another example, we have the Church of Light in Japan by Tadao Ando. The closure, grouping to its recognizable forms and shape. So the negative space, no, or the hole, no, o yung ang butas, no, dun sa wall, uh, creates a cross that becomes illuminated with natural light. Okay, parang ano siya, subtractive, no, dun sa wall. But it's still, no, it creates an image, no, of the cross or may pinapahiwatig yung kanyang um, element, no, that gives the whole meaning, no, of the function of the structure, which is that is a church. All right. So I think that's the end now of the introduction for theory of architecture. So I will upload this and kindly um, watch it now until the end. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone.